dude. Alright. Well, here's hoping that this is working. Fucking air conditioning, man. Yo. Can you guys hear me? Expect an immediate response. Cool. Alright. Well, that's ridiculous. The whole time, I'm trying to get it to work, and I think that you guys aren't going to be able to hear me. And I checked on the laptop, and boom, there's audio. So, whatever. I had to set up OBS again and everything. I did a fresh, clean install for my PC. And, you know, I forgot to get OBS set up until about 9 o'clock, so my bad. I hope everyone's doing well. I don't even have a drink. Man, what is going on, fellas? How are we doing? How's the voice sounding? I did some alterations to the setup so I can use a different mic. Chilling. That's what we do on Saturday night. That's what we do. Hang out, we chill, we talk music, we help each other out. Gonna hang out for a while. Let me know if you guys can hear this. The Helix. Cool. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I got a different setup sort of going. I have the Helix going out SPDIF into my PreSonus. Now, the reason why I did that is so I could use a mic with phantom power. The problem with some audio interfaces, especially older ones, I mean a lot of the new ones too, is when you turn on phantom power, it turns it on for all of your inputs, all of your preamps. And you don't want to run phantom power to things like the Helix because it doesn't need it and you can damage your gear. So that's why I was using the SM7B, which I would prefer to be using. But as you guys know, or some of you may know, you really have to crank the gain with that thing. So I finally got this damn thing working. I've been having issues with it all day. I don't know, might be time for a new one. Not sure, but I got the Helix going out SPDIF into the PreSonus. So now I can run phantom power and not worry about damaging the Helix ever. So, cool. I have not yet watched Elon's Neuralink stuff. But I'm interested. I was supposed to record vocals for that track today, but like I said, I was having fits with the audio interface. Messed around with some stuff, unplugged, replugged stuff back in, drivers, and lo and behold, got this damn thing working again. So, I figure once everybody gets on, we'll hang out for a while. I might need to go get a drink. Kind of go about how I set up to record track and everything. somewhat of a beginner stuff, but maybe it'll bring about some questions some of you guys have. No, can't do it, man. Can't do it. Yeah, I'm gonna get one. I just don't want people to show up and then see me not sitting here, you know? What else we got going on? We got 6 people. People are showing up. Okay, okay. I know. I do need hold music. I have the perfect hold music. I've been using it. I wrote this like samba thing. This boo deet, boo deet, boo deet. I just need to set OBS up again. I kind of have it rough set up, so I can go to the, split screen where it's got me down below, and the screen capture. So I need to spend a little time now that I got everything installed again. PC's running better. It's running good. Some of you guys may or may not know. It's good practice to kind of get a fresh install on your PC once in a while. And when I got this SSD, this M.2 SSD for the PC, I basically cloned my old one and then put that on the new one. So this install was like running over a year old. So usually I do it about once a year. It's a colossal pain in the ass because you have to install everything, install the plugins, presets. You have to make sure you back up all your presets or your plugins, and then that doesn't even go into like all the crap I need for like my video editing, my job, fonts and motion graphic templates and plugins and the pain. But with this install, I'm organizing very nicely, so I will be able to back up everything, and for each install, it'll just be easy to reinstall stuff. That's the goal. What I need is some sort of network attached storage. I want to build one, but we're getting in the weeds of some nerdy shit. How's everyone doing tonight? How's it going? Sorry I missed you guys last week. We without getting political, and I don't give a shit what anybody thinks, we've been taking things very seriously and being very cautious because I don't want to take any chances. I'm sure in the long run it's going to be, hopefully it ends up being we all worried too much about something. But until that time, we're taking everything very seriously. My wife has asthma, so I'm not messing around. But we finally went and saw my wife's family. They live up north, northern Wisconsin, way up in the middle of nowhere. That county currently has no active cases, so we know we were good. We went up there and spent some much needed days out in the sun on the lake with family. So it was nice. So that's where I was last week. We enjoyed it. The kids enjoyed it. It was a good time. Much needed. Yeah. I work from home. We haven't been traveling much for work, obviously. And by much, I mean at all. I've done 3 local shoots. Very, very safe, but no traveling basically this year, so it's been very weird. Last year, I racked up some miles, that's for sure. So that in conjunction with just staying home, being safe, not going out doing all the regular mumbo jumbo. Yeah. like I said, we're taking everything very seriously. We're being very, very cautious, probably overly cautious. And again, I'd rather look back and feel like I was too cautious for no reason than regret not being safe. So we've been super cautious. And so we basically haven't been doing anything. But in the grand scheme of things, you know, my family's all safe and we're in good health. So I'm not going to bitch about having to stay home, you know. I think, again, I don't know, I'm accidentally getting into it, but I think something that's not talked about is the adults in this country and their inability to like be bored or be alone with themselves. So I think that comes into play with a lot of things that are going on. But fuck all that. The long story short, we were up north having a good time with some family. So that's where I was. Man, I mean, I listen to audiobooks. I love sitting outside on our deck or just on the porch in the morning, listening to a book, having a cup of coffee. I'm a huge fan of listening to books. I haven't listened to, you know, as a matter of fact, I got some credits on Audible. I'm gonna find some books and dig into some books this next week because I've been kind of slacking. So yeah, we were supposed to record vocals today and I was having issues, of course. We found some time to schedule. My buddy Jeff's gonna end up. I'm gonna end up going with my buddy Jeff. Not that that's a consolation. I mean, I was happy. I was like, you know, screw this. Trying to find other people, pay for other people. I love my buddy Jeff's vocals. It's not for everybody, but I love his vocals. We have tracks. We've collabed on before, so I asked him. I'm like, hey man, you want to be on this track? And he's like, absolutely. So we had things scheduled today. Just didn't work out. But I got everything up and running, so I'll touch base with him. We'll schedule something again. Get his vocals recorded. We need to write lyrics. That was the thing we were kind of running up against. But I'm going to try and record, maybe live stream the vocal session. The thing is, it'll probably be in the middle of a day on a weekend. So I don't know how many of you guys show up, but I mean, you could always go back and, yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll live stream the vocal session. Sort of, I'll have to set something up. You guys will just hear a lot of the raw stuff, but yeah, that's the nice thing about streaming is like, you know, there's never a ton of us in here on a Saturday night, but you know, it'll end up getting a few hundred views for people who weren't able to make it. And that's cool because they stay up, and I like that. I like that you guys can go back and listen to it. I am going to get some thing to drink. I'm going to put a message in the chat so nobody leaves. Be right back, guys, all right? Somebody left. specifically said don't leave. Somebody left. Okay. Oh yeah, sorry about that, ASMR. Or whatever. Alright, gang. What do you... Another person left. Okay, so let me show you guys what I got going from the setup right now. Hopefully you guys can see this. Thanks, keep it warm. So I got Studio One, the new version. As a matter of fact, I got access to Sphere, so you know you get everything that comes that Studio One or PreSonus makes, which is lovely, absolutely lovely. So what are we doing here? Okay, so like I said, I got a SPDIF cable. Now I'm going from the Helix into the audio interface. Got pin this. No. Up. Pin to taskbar. There. Trying to put this. All right. So I got it set up. Initially, I was running into a little bit of an issue with some clicks, but I realized here I had to mess with the clock source and sync it. So I did that, and we were good. And the only thing I noticed since doing this is you're getting these jumps. That's not reflective of the actual signal. I don't know what's going on with that. It's a glitch, but I got SPDIF coming in right here. So this is the Helix. So Helix is coming in there. And again, this allows me to now run 48 volts. As you can see, I'm running phantom power to this microphone. And it won't damage the Helix now. Excuse me. Got burps. Sebastian, that's a very, very sweet thing to say. I don't know if I can, so the funny thing is, we're at, I think we're almost at 5.8K subscribers. There isn't much negativity. There's actually, in the grand scheme of things, none, percentage-wise. But I still get one or two people that thumbs down some of these videos. And, like, I don't care, but also I'm like, well, what? What do you want? You know? I'm always, like, thinking, why did that person thumbs down? Like, I mean, I don't think I ever thumbs down a YouTube video. I don't watch TV. When I want some entertainment or education, I watch YouTube. I'm sure this is the case with a lot of people. But I just find it funny when I get the occasional snarky comment that I like to have fun with. But it's overwhelmingly positive. But there is something to be said about exposing yourself to too many opinions. And as a creator on YouTube, it can get toxic. And I'm just saying that because just for the very few that I get, I'm sometimes like, well, what the hell did that person want or expect? So it's a slippery slope, but Sebastian, thank you. That's very sweet of you to say. He said, you guys can read. Criminally Underrated, the channel. Appreciate it. That's very sweet. We're having fun. I like helping everybody, man. I like helping people make music. And man, we got some dude, we got some, and when I'm talking about that stuff, I don't like, people are always like, keep your head up, blah blah blah. I'm not like sad. I'm not upset. I'm just like sharing how things work from the other side. Not everybody who follows me or who's in the chats or in the comments is a YouTuber or wants to be or cares to be, but it's interesting. It's just an interesting it's an interesting thing, the YouTube. We got some cool things. Like, nothing is set in stone, but I'll tell you guys first, I've been talking with Rev in hopes of getting any of their gear in here for us to play with. So that's effing awesome. I'm super, super excited about that. I've been trying to reach out to more companies. The channel's not big. So the reality is most companies don't even want to touch a channel this small. And I understand it. I get it. Basically, the reason why brands, you guys are smart, but the reason why brands send stuff and reach out to creators is because it's, advertising in hopes that you guys, my followers, will buy their shit. So whatever percentage that is for a huge channel, and we're only 5.8k subscribers, it's going to be even smaller. So yeah, so I'm talking with Rev. I'm hoping that works out. That'll be cool. A lot of you guys I know have seen this Soothe plugin. I think I talked about it maybe in one of the live streams for my drums and having it on my drums to like tame the cymbals. I want to do a video on this. These guys, they were gracious enough to give me a small channel a key to use it. So I'm going to do a video on that. I just wanted to find the right way to do it. And I think my application for my drums, it would be a good demonstration for you guys to maybe consider using it. I just want to make sure that it's a legit thing that not just me would use, but I think other people would benefit from. And the Rev stuff, if we can get some pedals in here, even at the very least, I told them whatever they are willing to help, work with me with. Pedals. I would love to get some amps in there. I want to start bringing amps into the channel, into our world, working alongside the Helix, get new school, old school together, best of both worlds type of thing. That's where I want to go. But we're small still. So Rev would be cool. All right. So we're in Studio One, the new Studio One, and it's, I don't know what DAW you guys are using. They're all good, but I just love how Studio One works. Everything seems very easy and simple. If you click on an input, go to your available inputs, and you can just go right to your setup from here. So, that's cool. Oh, you can color these? Oh, man. Yeah, Sebastian. What do you want to know? I mean, okay, so this is an A 1.6 artist with the Evertune 25.5 inch scale, has Grover locking tuners before they went to the Solar branded locking tuners, with the Duncan design pickups. It's dirty because I've been playing a lot. I've been working on the video, but you can see it's got this kind of open pore finish. I really love this finish. And it's sort of like a black. It looks black, but like in certain light, it has a blue tint to it almost. It has a satin neck. Or at least it's not a painted neck. It's very smooth. I can't tell you what the radius is, but for me, okay, so I went from a PRS SE Tremonti for my main guitar. I went from that to this. This neck is thinner than that. I like how it feels in my hands. It's a comfortable guitar to play. It sits on my leg well. The chest cutout is nice. What else? 25.5 inch scale. I have this set to drop C. Handles it beautifully. Stays in tune, obviously. So, if you follow me at all, I'm never up here. But, it feels fairly comfortable, even if you're playing with your index finger. And I'm not just saying this, because this guitar was purchased with my money, or with our money. My wife bought it for me, for a Christmas present. So this was before I was an artist. But I'm not obligated to, bullshit about it. They don't tell us anything when it comes to that. And I just get a discount, a modest discount. But this is my favorite guitar. 100% honest. This is my favorite guitar. I love these pickups. Now, I did switch these pickups in my baritone, and I'll show you that in a second. But that's because it's in a lower tuning. I love these pickups. They're very, very good. I love the coil split. This is both pickups. Split the neck. neck pickup. I know it's not, it's like drenched in, drenched in reverb and whatnot. There we go. Man, I love Tosca. Rabir is like such a sick, I mean, underrated guitar player. I mean, I feel like he... I love Rabir. But I do, you know, I like when I'm playing something clean, I like a jingly, clean, ambient, ethereal. So this is Snapshot 2, a little more tame. Got this Searchlight. You can hear just going off into the distance. And then Snapshot 1, in parallel, I'm running another delay, stereo delay, another stereo reverb, and I'm rolling off a ton of high and a ton of low. Hello, Russia. That name is incredibly difficult for a dumb American to say, but greetings, welcome, and I'm glad you're here. I love it. Now, so yeah, I mean, this is a... Obviously, they're not the most affordable imported guitars at, you know, averaging around $1,100, $1,200, but I love them. I love this guitar. Now, baritone... The baritone, I have DiMarzio Titans in them. Swapped them out. There's a video about that whole thing. And the reason why I did that is I just wanted a little more attack. A little more, like a refined, tight low end, and a little more clarity. But I'm sure you guys want to hear. Exactly. That's why I went with the Titans. Again, not because the Solar Duncans aren't any good. They're in that guitar, and I love them in that guitar. It just needed more. So I got the Titans. The pickup's probably maybe bordering on too high. They are feeling a little hot tonight. So I might lower them. But, the video I've been working on, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we've been putting out videos every Monday now for over a month. I think we're rolling on 2 months now. And then before that, I think I had 2 videos. 2 videos in a week, 2 weeks prior to that, so I'm finishing up a video that'll hopefully be finished tomorrow. It's going up Monday. I'm trying to get it done tomorrow so I can give my Patreon members and my YouTube members early access. Usually I have it done by Sunday, so you guys have all day Sunday to watch it. But I'm behind because it took a little bit. But I basically, I don't know if you guys are aware of John Simon's Sonic Drive Studio. We become buddies over the course of the years, and pretty comparable. I think the Titans obviously are putting out more output, but like you said, more in a more refined way, emphasizing the mids, rolling off the low end, a little more sizzle on the high end. They don't seem noisy at all. And Split, no, I mean, it's pretty tight and clean. John does these videos from Sonic Drive Studios where he compares, like, 25 Lunchbox amps or, different overdrive and distortion pedals. And I love him. I love his channels, and they're insane. And they're like 30 minutes or an hour long of, like, testing out, 25 tube amps or 50 tube amps. Like, John's amazing. And I was kind of like struggling, what should I do for a video? And he suggested, hey, why don't you take a bunch of amps in the Helix and compare them? So this next video is basically going to be, I created 8 tones with 8 different high gain amps inside a Helix. So hopefully they sound good. I use the same IR for all of them. Little flubby with the baritone here. There's some surprises in here. The archetype, which is based on a PRS Archon. Oh, that sounded good with the baritone. The archetype tone turned out great. Rev Gen Red, baby. Purple. I think I got a decent sound out of the PV, which I admittedly suck at. Let me mute my mic for a moment. Yeah, I mean, I kind of joked around. I'm sure there's going to be people that say, like, oh, they all sound the same. But I beat him to the punch, and I made a joke about it in the video. But I'm wrapping it up. There's a few more things I have to do. Just the bells and whistles. This is probably the best sounding PV tone I've made. Gotta wipe down my guitar and my strings because I have acid hands. These strings are String Joy. I think I talked about it either a couple weeks ago or time before that. I'm loving them. I love them. They are handmade strings out of Tennessee. And customer service is top notch. Alright, so what do we got here? The ginger tone could be recreated in the Helix. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I know Eugene uses a Helix. I have photographic evidence. I took pictures of ginger when they were here last winter or fall in Wisconsin. I had the opportunity to photograph the show, and it was a hell of an experience. And as a matter of fact, maybe I'll reach out to Eugene, see about his patch. Yeah, he does have he has a cab. He uses, I think he also uses coffee cabs, like Eugene does. The bass player. Jesus. Wipe these guitars down, sorry. Really? Eugene's got all the, Sebastian has all the info. Yeah, I wish I was in a position to get a coffee cab. And I want to make some IRs. Can't do it here at the house, though. I tried. They turned out like shit because I have too much stuff in the ceiling that rattles and the mic picks it up and then it creates resonant frequencies that blow. So the question, yes, we can track down that ginger tone. Definitely something that would be fun, and that'd be a freaking great video. Yeah. So he uses, are you sure, Sebastian? Where are you getting your information? Because I do a lot of research when I build tones, and I'll make a note of that right now. V30. Let me see. I'm going to make a note right now. Ginger tone. Great idea, man. Look at you. And the cappuccino 2x12, okay. Coffee cabs. Cap 2x12. A V30 and a creamback. So we can duplicate that somehow with Ownhammer, because I know I have a Zilla Ah, man, I gotta find. I know I have a pack with varying 2x12s. We'll have to see if one has a cream bag. I'll have to ask John. Yeah, this is that's such a good idea, Sebastian. I owe you one. B30 and a cream bag. Sorry, guys. Got to get this stuff down. Sick. Great idea, man. JJ's house jams. JJ, what's your name, bro? So I don't have to say. Is it JJ? How ironic would that be? JJ asks about my string gauge. In drop C, I'm using 10 to 52s, elixirs, exclusively, for a few reasons. Like I've mentioned, I have acidic sweaty hands, sweaty acidic hands. This helps my strings last. They're very, very smooth. I love how they play. And if you're a nerd and you read the FAQ and all the literature on the Evertune, they suggest using coated strings because as your strings rust in varying places, it does throw off the tuning. So, something to consider. But I'm using these, like I said, 10 to 52s for drop C. Or my String Joy. That is, we can pull it up. I have String Joy strings on the baritone right now. And I sort of... Excuse me. You can make a custom set with String Joy. And if we go 11, let's see what they have pre-picked baritone sets. 12 to 58, 13.5 to 62, 14 to 64. I put a set together. Plug in here. Nope, that is not correct at all. Why? Dude, that's great advice. I'm an Xbox player and user, so I try and wipe down my... Dude, what the hell? Hopefully that's correct. So I have it set up to get a set every month for the baritone. I won't need to change them that long. Now, the String Joy are not coated strings, but I wipe them down and I bought this recommended natural string conditioner that I use on that guitar when I'm done playing. And I wipe it down. So we got a 60, 46, 34, 20, 16, 12. I could probably get away with a lower gauge. I'm going to try a lower gauge as a matter of fact. (26.5 inches). Yeah. The Solar baritone's 27. I'm in drop A. No, drop B. Yeah. Drop B. I want to get a longer guitar so I can go lower than that. But this is the set I'm using for this. String Joy is great though. I had an issue where I broke a string long time ago. You know, got distracted, started putting the strings on, turning the wrong peg, snapped the string. It was for a bass 6, custom set, before they had a custom bass 6 set, or a stock bass 6 set, and emailed him, told him, hey, I'm an idiot, I broke the string, can I just buy one string? And he's like, don't even worry about it, I'll send it, I have one out to you. So they're cool, man. They're great. Great customer service. Yeah. Super distracted. So, I'll keep reading the questions. And bounce back and forth to what I'm doing. So, yeah. I got it set up. The nice thing, I could show you guys this. We'll remove these. So, go audio input. Yeah, they're great, man. So we have, you can see right here, these are inputs that we've created, or these ones come standard. And then these are all our potential inputs up here. So you got 8 mic line level, you have SPDIF left and right, and then ADAT. If we had it plugged in, anything plugged into there optically. So I'll add 2 mono channels and a stereo for the Helix. So we will left, right, and then the stereo, and we'll call it Helix left. Oops. Helix left, Helix right, Helix stereo, and I just realized that you can color these bad boys. How sick is that? Purpose it serves, but actually, I do my guitar channels. So I'll do apply. I'm actually gonna save this. Okay, and now, again, select Helix left or right, or if we have a stereo track, we can select Helix stereo. So, that's cool. I've been playing this guitar so much that I'm shredding the coating, but I've been playing probably more than my typical amount. We're going to go to my, these are the 2 that I've been using. Recording. Yeah, I don't think I have that blocked yet. Go ahead. As long as it's nothing malicious. Don't fuck anybody over. Bro, it's sweet of you to share the bun with me, but me and Scott are like best buds. Oh, yeah. I'm part of his Baritone Obsessed group. I've collabed with videos. I'm in one of his videos. Yeah, Scott's a great dude. knowledgeable. He's the reason why I want to get a longer scale baritone. Because I want to, I want to tune lower, and we're going to collab on some music. So me and Scott have genuinely become best friends over the last year, and we've been talking for going on 2 years now. So yeah, we talk every week pretty much on the phone, like old dudes, like the old dudes we are. Actually, this week we haven't spoke. I'm gonna message that punk. He's grinding hard. He's on YouTube full time now. At least he's trying to get there, so I'm texting him right now. George, what's up, buddy? I wish I had some riffs in my head to record. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of go through what I do. Okay. Pre-count always. How much, man? My son's home from work. So, let's see if this is a good tempo. I'm gonna record it a little bit faster, just for fun. All right. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for subbing. Scott is a genuinely just a sweetheart. He's a great dude. A really, really good human. You did? I'm sorry if I missed your email, George. I was up north last weekend, end of last week, and in through the weekend. If you sent it then, there's a good chance I might never see it because there is like no... Oh! I did see that. Did I not respond? Ask me the question on here, George. I'll help you out. I'm just kind of demoing how I record stuff. Oh, I'm using Bandzoogle. That's actually, Bandzoogle was a recommendation of Scott, aka The Bun. And, I love it. They have a lot of, it's sort of like, Squarespace in the sense that they have, like, templates, but it's geared towards creatives and musicians. And if you check out my, here, yeah. I would definitely give Bandzoogle a try. You might have more flexibility design-wise with something like Wix, but when I say that, I don't mean you don't have creative flexibility with your Bandzoogle page, because you do. You can load up a template, but tweak it to your desire. So I enjoy Bandzoogle. I think it's like maybe $20 a month, maybe 15, and then $15 for a year of email hosting. So it's nick@nickhillmakesmusic.com, which is cool. And they're always adding new stuff and new templates. So let me record this chunk. Sucky. Cool. So, where are we with that? It looks like we are right around -12, which is where I try to be. I could actually... And yeah, that's kind of what I figured. That's sort of what I was saying. But also check out the Buns page, Baritone Obsessed. Oh yeah, I'll show you guys exactly what I do. What I'm looking at is I try and stay around -12. I'm seeing that this is pretty good. We got some pretty high peak right there. It's around -9. So I think I'm going to stay at where I'm at. Like my highest peak is like -8. All right, that's fine. I'm going to stay there. A little fatter, a little bit of a fatter sausage. So what I do is I then take this to the left. Okay. Add another track. Recording mono. Pan this one to the right. I'm a nerd. I want it orange. That's how I roll. Okay. So now I'm going to record the other side. And it's probably not going to be as tight as I would prefer because there's a lot of noise distracting me. So actually, I think I can have you guys hear the DAW. Stream, send audio. I'll loop this real quick so you guys can hear the DAW. I know. I'm working on it. Why is it being a fuck? Oh, send audio, dipshit. Alright. Oh god, that was killing my left ear. Alright, so I'm gonna record this other side. Alright. Hopefully you guys heard that. So you can nudge stuff if you want, but like say you start late and then you catch up later in the riff. If you start late and then catch up later in the riff and then nudge it, then it's going to be off somewhere else. So my advice, and to your comment right there, recording to yourself makes great practice and you get tighter with the click. I've been doing it. I probably have genuinely recorded myself more than just deliberate practice, but that was my practice. Trying to write riffs, trying to record covers, trying to just record my playing. This makes you tighter, recording to a click. So I'm going to undo it because what I've been doing is using the purple for the left and the badunk for the right. Because I like to. It gives a little more separation. Actually, this is the purple badunk. Wait. That's the badunk. Badunk left. Purple right. Which part, George, do you do the same? So we're going to record this on the left. Oop. Need a click. Yeah, fucking suck. It defaults to click and play. I don't understand why. Yeah, I mean, I practice every day. I try to. I feel bad if I don't. Some days I deliberately practice upstairs working on stuff. it just takes time. You have to have patience. You have to study. And, you know, you can't expect to jump into something and just figure it out instantaneously and be good at it. Luckily, there's tons of resources for DAWs. I have, you could probably learn something from Studio One in a lot of my videos, and Joe Gilder has a lot of videos on Studio One. Christ, I think he works for Presonus. There's tons of resources, free resources out there to learn how to record, and just keep asking questions and I'll answer. So that's a take right there. I mean, sometimes, let's say I want that to go twice, I'll duplicate it and you do crossfades. So what you do is it's simple. And people will scoff at this, but I don't care. You know, I can play this. When it comes down to it, if I ever need to play this live, I'll practice it. And, you know, I'll practice it so I can play it live. You know, don't let people, the elitists or purists, say like, oh, you can't play your whole... No, I don't care. Duplicate, highlight it, hit X in Studio One, and it puts in automatic crossfades for you. You can't effing tell. See you, Sebastian. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Right on, man. I have Fishman Moderns, Fishman Fluence Moderns in my my PRS SE. I love it. Yeah. A lot of guys who get started start off with plugins, and you know that's a thing. You experience latency when you're running your guitar into an interface, especially an affordable interface. You know, you need to run that with a low block size to avoid the latency, but it could crap out your computer. In order to get it run smooth on some machines and with some interfaces, you have to have a bigger block size, but that makes more latency, and it basically means that you can't freaking track right or play even. Yeah, I've always recorded in chunks. Misha does it in chunks, and I love the guy. He's one of my heroes, so I don't give a crap. So what I would do is, right here, if we're just composing a song, you know, here we go. These are my two main tracks. So in Studio One, you can highlight them both. You right-click, and you go Pack Folder. And it puts it into a nice folder. And the cool thing about this is you can then create a bus. So what that is doing, for those who are uninitiated, it's basically created a track or a mix bus. So it's sending these two guitar tracks to this. So if I mute that, I mute the guitars. Muted the left, muted the right, muted them both. And then this is going to our main out. So if I wanted to EQ these guitars, I could. Generally, I EQ them individually because they're different tones, but you know, what the hell, we're just demonstrating. And the nice thing about... Exactly. So I was just about to say that. The nice thing about working through a piece of hardware like this, the Helix, and you could do this with an amp setup. So John at Sonic Drive Studios has videos and would be a perfect person to ask. You know, you can have an amp run into a load box, which has typically a raw out where you can run into your interface. So you can have your block size huge, so you can throw plugins and mix while you're recording. You don't need to worry about latency. With the Helix, that's what I'm doing. I can hear instantly what the Helix is producing. It's going out the Helix into the audio interface via SPDIF now, and I hear it through the headphones from my interface, so it's instantly. It's instant. I'm hearing what I'm playing. and I'm recording, and I don't care what my latency is at, you know? It's saying 0 right now. Let me see what we're at. I got the biggest block size, so that means, you know, when I start adding stuff, it's going to add latency, but it's not going to be an issue for us. So, you know, we can EQ these guitars. Nice. Yeah, I wanted to get my hands on one of those more things. I should reach out to them. It seems like a really good piece of hardware. So when you really do run into putting stress on your shiz is when you add drums. So I'm going to drop in Superior Drummer. Oh, if I have my user preset, don't. Biatch. Damn, dude. See. Crap. Yeah, see, fresh install, and I don't have my preset saved on here. I have to go grab it off my other hard drive. Oh, whatever. Add something. So, what I want is some simple drum kit. Results. Shuffle. Come on. Want something. You can adjust the intensity. I'm not a fan of this kit. No. Crap. I mean, this is just for purposes. There we go. So, drums are always too loud. Guitar plug-in. Plug it in? Like a hotel? Guitar plug-in? What are you trying to say, Tommy? Guitar plug-in. No, not a VST. This is Helix rack. Now I'll find another drum beat to switch it up a little bit. So, nice thing about Toontrack is you get all these groove packs. You can just like, I know I want like a daka 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 daka. Oh. There we go. There we go. Good enough. Just demo purposes, right? I was like, shit. Sounds like shite. So, great carpet rolls. This will work, but I'm going to move the snare. About the noise, boys. Hear everything. Do we double that snare up? We'll double it up here. Again, just demoing. So now, all right, so I got like a base here, like a foundation. See, we should go into a different riff there. Yeah. This is what I do. Yeah, I find a groove that fits the part that's in my head, And then when I'm done, I will rewrite it then, you know? So like, if I'm going to add in like different ghost notes and different cymbal hits and different kicks to match my riffs, I'll do that. But like, I'm not going to go in and create a double. There's a double bass. It's there already. I can alternate the snares like I just did. Tweak it to fit my stuff. I'll probably... You know, you can tweak it. But for now, when we're in writing phase, no, man, don't waste your time doing that. Hold on. Trying to think of something simple, Slipknot-y type thing. Right now I'm using the RevGen Purple. That's what you're hearing. Oh. You need to sort of count in. Like, count in. Like, no, 6/8. Bear with me, we're just writing stuff on the fly here. be something. I primarily mix in these headphones, Bear Dynamics DT990 Pros. I have JBL studio monitors that you can't see. I reference those. You know. Yep. A lot of people say not to do a lot of things. I have a ton of music on Spotify, so you can listen to it there. And all that stuff I primarily mixed in headphones. Something like that, right? Ah. Nope. That's something. Usually it's people like Glenn who has a lot of students. Well, it can fool you into making your stereo spectrum a little too wide, but if you're doing your bass mixing in your headphones, then reference other things. It's good to have studio monitors. Reference your car. Reference a soundbar. So this is what I do. I'll mix something. If I get it sounding good, I also reference songs, Periphery songs, Opeth songs, Arch Enemy, The Haunted, pop music, classic rock. I reference songs so I know how things sound in these. So then when I'm mixing, you have a better bass. I'll bounce a mix and I'll listen to it in different spots. There you go. Exactly. Reference your favorite bands. That sounds Slipknotty, right? Angela was great. I saw them live back before anybody even watched them. I've seen them. I saw Arch Enemy and God Forbid, and there was me, my best friend Lenny, and 2 other people there. Angela was great, but I forget her name. I think the new girl is actually a better vocalist, and I love Angela, but Arch Enemy's been one of my favorite bands for I don't know, man. Long time. I'll show you guys something Ginger related as soon as I finish this riff. Boom. Cool riff. All right. Lots of questions. Yeah, I was messing with that. It's too predictable. Gregory. I'll probably just have it. So what I would do in this case is I just want it panned pretty much to the right, or drummer's perspective, so you can hear the hi-hat primarily on the left. So what I'll do is I'll lower this left side. Actually, what I will do is I'll create a new track down here. I'll put it inside of the mix. Keep it centered and lowered a bit. Then we will duplicate, because that's this back up here. Stereo back. A good beat for that. I mean, you can roll with either of these. I mean, this is a Slipknot rip-off song, boys. All right, yeah, so my Ginger story. Show you guys. Who asked about Ginger? JW? What on earth? Right. Oh, you guys see this? That's Eugene's, not Eugene. That's a bass player. Dude. Forgetting the guitar player. This is his Helix right here. These are the Ginger pics I took at the show. Oh, that's good to know. I was insanely close. I missed focus. I got his ear in focus, but I posted this on Instagram and Eugene shared it. He looks evil. Man. So bummed that I missed Focuso. Like you can see I got his like ear. She's amazing live. Like they sound like the album in the best of ways. Thick pictures, man. I haven't gone back and looked at these in a while. Yep. Those are my Ginger picks. So yeah, I love Ginger. I think I like this. I'll put a dunk center there. So the next stage would be to record a bass track. Now, I will do bass at varying times, depending on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll keep working through riffs. Sometimes I will come up with a couple riffs and write the bass. Sometimes I'll write a riff and then write the bass part immediately after. Just depends. Bass. Oh. Battery dead? Oh yeah. Gotta be this battery. Coated bass strings, brother. Batteries had it, I think. But we're gonna record anyway. What riff are we playing? The hell what? Dude. No MIDI bass, man. I mean, if that works for you, cool, but I am not a fan. My buddy bought Easy Bass, and I tried it, and I don't like it at all. Not because it isn't good, it just doesn't work for me. And I'm a guitar player, and I play bass. I love bass. I have a lot of bass heroes. I played bass in a band. So, I have this. I mean, people talk shit about it, whatever. Squire Jaguar bass with an active EQ section. That's why it has the battery. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Try it again. Boom. See, Greg? Yeah, I mean, I know the feeling. Get a cheap bass. Make it sound good. I mean, this bass I think new is $300, and I know that's nothing to shake a stick at. I don't mean to act like $300 is not expensive, but in the grand scheme of musical instruments, $300. I think we need a little something there, don't you think? Damn it. There we go. I mean, not the cleanest bass line, but it's just to get the vibe. And when I'm closer to the end of tracking, I'll go back and tighten it up if I have to. Wipe all my crap down because wet. And I have a effects chain. Shit, I gotta bring it in, but exactly. Dude, I've had this, alright, so if you guys haven't listened to my music, I'm not trying to shamelessly plug myself. Then again, you're here, right? Nah. Everything I have on Spotify, I'll just share the link. I'm not gonna, has this bass on it. I don't know if this is gonna come through. No, not. Yeah. Okay. So what we'll do is I'll share. Here's my link. Everything I recorded for this has this affordable bass on it, and my Helix, and I mixed in headphones. Then everything here, same deal. All the guitars, all the bass, all the mixing was me. My buddy Jeff, who is going to sing on that next track that we've been working on, this is a project I did with him. So check that stuff out, guys, if you wouldn't mind. Follow me on Spotify. You probably want to get a 5-string. The date for what, the track coming out? Thank you, Gene. All right, so that's what we worked on tonight. I'll save this and we can chip away at it. Cool. I think I'm gonna wrap it up, my dudes. We're almost at 2 hours. Thanks, Alec. Man, Gene, thanks for being here. Takes balls to record on a stream. Why? I don't give a shit. You know, I know I'm not the greatest guitar player. I know a lot of people don't like my music or how I record, but no worries, man. Hey, Gene, no worries. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry that you know, I'll stay on a little while longer. Screw it. George, thanks for being here, man. Glad to help. Gene, don't worry about it, man. I keep all the live streams up so you can watch through it at your own pace. And if you have any questions, bring it to the next one. I hold them every Saturday. Yeah, dude, I'm glad to help. Glad to help. Music brings a lot of joy to me. It helps me unwind, helps me get out, aggression, helps me, it's like therapy. And if I can help you guys get a little better at it so that you can do it too, I'm all for it. Seriously. It's one of the coolest things, getting messages, emails, comments, with people thanking me for helping them. And it's crazy, but I'm glad to do it. But, we just hung out. We recorded. We started tracking some riffs. I've had this riff. It's in a couple videos. It's going to be in the next video, at least this first one. But, then I wrote this riff, which isn't anything special. It's nothing. Man, I don't know. I mean, I love the Helix. I like that they keep updating it. More amps, keep the amps coming. I'd like maybe a little more flexibility and options with the IR. Some sort of, a little more, I don't know. Like the STL IR loader and the Libra, it opens up a lot of doors for mixing IRs. It'd be cool to have that capability integrated with the Helix somehow. I don't know how. What I personally want to do for myself and for the channel is to dig into tube amps a little bit more and integrating those into the world of like Helix. So using tube amps with Helix, using pedals with Helix. It would be cool if Line 6 made some sort of like load box, NAD IR is great. Exactly. I use it as well. Do you find that Superior Drummer helps with inspiration writing for you? Do you find it easy to find the rhythm you're looking for? I've been debating on getting it. Yes, I do. Superior Drummer is an amazing tool to help me write. As you can see, I just came up with a couple grooves. The nice thing is if you have a rough idea in your head of what you want, you can go to this tap to find. If I want this, so now I go show results and it'll bring up grooves. Now you have to have all these add-on packs. Every time when you get Superior Drummer 3, you get a bunch of grooves, but for very affordable prices, and they go on sale all the time, sometimes $10, $15, $29, $30, whatever. You can get these MIDI packs of all, this is black metal, so it's obviously kind of geared towards black metal. Progressive Foundry, if you get add-on packs for Superior, it also comes with MIDI. But they do sell just straight up MIDI packs. Monster MIDI pack, Pop Punk MIDI, Progressive Metal, Rhythm Savage, the Progressive Foundry, Easy, that for the Easy Drummer, the Easy X kits have their own MIDI, so it is pulling from all of those, and I did that tap to find, show results, and this one is saying 91% match. So if I want to say this is the kind of vibe I want for a riff, or whatever. Yeah, everything works with everything. Everything that you have for Easy Drummer works inside of Superior Drummer. So, this is a Superior preset, Iowa. Gee, I wonder what that's from. It's the Slipknot kit. Yeah, I have Modern Massive, I have Invasion, and I have the Halpern kit, and I don't use them very much. I use it to reinforce Superior Drummer. But Contact isn't fun to play with all the time, and I'm not very good at mixing drums, and a lot of that is geared towards doing some level of your own drum mixing. I know my weaknesses, and drums are it. So, I use Superior. But we can bring up, fuck, there's a terrible example. Metal Machine, Drum Kit from Hell. So you can bring up Easy Drummer stuff inside of Superior. So, I get out of my own way, and I'm not even gonna attempt it. Not right now, at least, Yeah, I'm in a basement, and that's air conditioning. Sorry. I have a house full of people. Superior's a great tool. It's not cheap, I know that, but so yeah, I mean, these are all grooves, and then I'll change it in the final mix. Let me see if I can... Ah, crap. I just meant to close that project. I'll bring up a complete song if I can. I have tried Easy Bass. I'm not a fan. I'd rather record my own bass. I love playing bass. The time it took to try and get it to listen to my DI and all of that, and then correcting it, it wasn't worth the effort to me, in my opinion. Maybe for stuff other than metal, it probably works beautifully, but I did not find it, I didn't find it to be helpful or to streamline or move along my process. Slowed me down. It was cumbersome. It got in my way. Obviously, that's definitely a lack of knowledge and experience with it, but... So this is a complete track. This is the track that's complete that I'm going to have Jeff sing on. What the hell was I trying to show you even? I don't even remember, man. Oh, he can't hear it because... Gotta put restream on. Recent. Restream. Send audio. Dude, I don't understand why I have to do this every single time. It should just fucking recognize it. go. If I don't screw up the dynamic, these drums are going to sound just like real drums. Yeah. This is the track I'm working on. Sorry, I had to get restream all... I think I was just doing restream wrong. Sending a restream, sending my MIDI to the OBS. MIDI, my DAW. This is my drums. Yes, I'm on a PC. So this is Invasion. I'm using it for reinforcement. I like that room sound. This is Superior. So yeah, I record in chunks. This is this chunk. Then I go to this chunk. Just the way I prefer to record. Like, some riffs are louder than others because of, you know, dynamics in the riff, palm mutes, etc. Like here, for an example, I have my rhythm tracks, I have layering, and then I have ambience. So, you know, I can't have that all. It doesn't make sense to have this main riff with this main riff because this needs to be lower. You know, so I put everything into groups. See, this is negative 4.2 dB, this is negative 3.6 dB. This is negative 3.6 dB. So there's a lot happening here, you know. It just makes more sense to do it this way. And then I have this going on. Put them together. And then I have this creepy guitar right here. And again, yeah, this is a group and I got different stuff happening to it, so it doesn't make sense to have one giant rhythm track across. Sometimes it does, but I like to do it in chunks. again, then I go to this clean section. Yep. I can focus in on that riff. Anyhow, that's a full track. I was going to show you. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Anyway, I am getting tired. It's 12:30 in the morning here. So, probably going to wrap this up tonight, guys. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the new guys who were able to show up. Always awesome to get some new faces in here. And thanks for keeping the chat going and asking questions. Again, sorry about the background noise. Air conditioning, family. Bring your questions next week. I'll try and find a topic that we can dive into next week. If anything, at the very least, we'll keep chipping away at that song. Thanks to all the regulars, JJ, you being one of them. Yeah, glad to help, guys. Honestly, glad to help. Bring your questions. As far as I know, we're still on for next Saturday as well. So I'm trying to keep it regular. And to the YouTube members and Patreon members, I'm going to try my hardest to get this next video done in the morning so that you can have early access. Excuse me, if you don't, I'm sorry. But new video will be up Monday. Thank you guys all for being here. It really is cool having everyone here. Nobody bought me coffee today. All good. You guys are great. Glad to help. It's always nice hanging out with positive, cool, chill people. And I really do appreciate all you guys being here. And, sorry I was late today. I'll get everything smoothed out. I'll get OBS all set up back up again and good. I mean, damn, I mean, this looks alright, right? Cute. Pedro, I haven't even seen you. Dang. Alright, guys. Take it easy. Have a good weekend. Have a great Sunday. Take care of one another. Just a little compassion and understanding goes a long way. We all need it. Appreciate you guys.